Assalamu alaikum everyone. You all are welcome to Nasta Public School online teaching system. Recapitulation. In previous class, we have discussed definition of physics. Where does the word physics come from? We have learned some of the branches of physics and their importance. We have also discussed teachings of Islam and science. Before starting our new topic, let's see, can you solve some of the following questions? The word physics comes from a Greek word physikos, which means substance which has mass and occupies space is called. The branch which deals with the motion of objects with or without reference of force is called. Nuclear physics is concerned with the structure, properties and reactions of. Now let's have a look at students' learning outcome of this week's assignment. By the end of this lesson, students would have learned the names of Muslim and Pakistani scientists which have worked in the field of physics and has huge contribution in it, discovered different field of physics, and they got to know about some remarkable books and articles by our Muslim scientists. Contribution of Muslim and Pakistani scientists in the field of physics. Introduction. It was the impression of teachings of Islam that a great number of Muslim scholars indulge in investigation of natural phenomena and testing old theories practically. In this way, they opened the door of practical sciences. We will be discussing few renowned scholars of Muslim world and their prominent work in the field of physics. Some of the Muslim and Pakistani scientists are following. Abu Ali Hasan ibn al-HAITHAM, YAQUB ibn ISHAQ al-KINDI, Abu Rehan al-Bairuni, Dr. SALAM, Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan. Abu Ali Hasan ibn al-HAITHAM. Introduction. Abu Ali Hasan ibn al-HAITHAM was an Arab mathematician, astronomer and physicist of the Islamic Golden Age. He also sometimes referred to as the father of modern optics. Optics is the branch of physics that studies the behavior and properties of light, including its interaction with matter and the construction of instruments that use or detect it. Ibn al-HAITHAM was the first to explain that vision occurs when light reflects from an object and then passes to one's eyes. He was also the first to demonstrate that vision occurs in the brain rather than in the eyes. Field of work. He worked in the field of physics, mathematics, engineering, astronomy, medicine, and travels. Remarkable work. His masterpiece work was the book named Kitabul Manazir. This book deals with optics. Kitabul Manazir is also called as Book of Optics. Research work, discoveries. He described the nature of light and declared it to be a form of energy and gave the formal definition of ray. Can you define ray of light? Well, the direction or path along which light energy travels in a medium is called a ray of light. It is represented by a straight line with an arrow marked on it. He was the first to give two laws of reflection of light. Reflection is when light bounces off an object. If the surface is smooth and shiny, like glass, water, or polished metal, the light will reflect at the same angle as it hit the surface. Can you guess what is refraction of light? It's just an opposite of reflection, in which the light passes through the medium. He gave a description of luminous, non-luminous, opaque, and transparent objects. Do you know what are luminous and non-luminous objects? See, light is a form of energy emitted by bodies under certain conditions. A luminous body is one that emits its own light, for example, sun. Non-luminous bodies are objects that reflect light from luminous bodies. Now, can you tell me, is moon a luminous body or a non-luminous body? He also carried out research on the formation of images using spherical mirrors. A spherical mirror is a curved mirror which has shape of a piece cut out of a spherical surface. The principle of least time is a remarkable discovery of Al-Haytham. Principle of least time. According to him, the ray of light passing through a medium always takes a path which takes the least time to traverse. Transverse means a direction or a plane perpendicular to the direction of working. We have studied about transversals in mathematics which cuts out two lines or so. Invention. He constructed a pinhole camera and managed to obtain an image of the sun eclipse without damaging the eyesight. A pinhole camera is a camera with a conventional glass lens. An extremely small hole in a thin material can create an image when all light rays from a scene go through a single point. A common use of a pinhole camera is to capture the movement of sunlight over a long period of time. YAQUB ibn ISHAQ al-Kindi. Introduction. YAQUB ibn ISHAQ al-Kindi was an Arab Muslim philosopher, mathematician, physician, and musician. Al-Kindi was the first of the Islamic peripatetic philosophers and is hailed as the father of Arab philosophy. Peripatetic is an adjective which is leading the life of a person without a fixed domicile, moving from place to place. Field of work. He worked in the field of meteorology, optics, music on scientific point of view, and he also worked in medicine. Meteorology is a branch of the atmospheric sciences which include atmospheric chemistry and atmospheric physics, with a major focus on weather forecasting. Remarkable work. He wrote research monography on meteorology, specific gravity, and tides, regular rise and fall in the level of sea caused by the attraction of the moon. Monograph is a detailed written study of a single specialized subject or an aspect of it. He wrote 241 books. Research work. He wrote many articles about minerals and gems. He explained that gold cannot be prepared from other metals. He worked in the field of optics and explained the appearance of blue color in the sky. Here is the thing that why the sky is blue. Blue light is scattered in all directions by the tiny molecules of air in Earth's atmosphere. Blue is scattered more than other colors because it travels as shorter, smaller waves. Therefore, we see a blue sky most of the time. Also, the surface of Earth has reflected and scattered the light. He explained music from scientific point of view, hearing the different notes of music in the term of interference. Interference is a phenomena in which two waves superimpose to form a resultant wave of greater, lower, or the same amplitude. He also discussed the nature of sounds. He worked on geometrical optics, which was formulated in Latin. Abu Rayhan al-Biruni. Introduction. Abu Rayhan al-Biruni was an Iranian scholar, astronomer, mathematician, and philosopher studying physics and natural sciences too. He was the first who able to obtain a simple formula for measuring the Earth's radius. Moreover, he thought possible the Earth to revolve around the Sun and developed the idea that geological eras succeeded one another. Field of work. He worked in the field of physics, mathematics, astronomy, astrology, medicine, geography, geology, chemistry, biology, cosmology, and archaeology. Archaeology is the study of the past by looking for the remains and objects left by the people who lived long ago. These remains can include old coins, tools, buildings, inscriptions. Remarkable work. He wrote a book named Kitab Qanun al-Masudi, which is an encyclopedia of astronomy. Research work. He knew speed of light is greater than the speed of sound. The idea that some physical laws which are valid on our planet are also valid on other planets and stars. He wrote more than 100 books, of which 50 books are on science. He gave the method of determining the longitude and latitude of a place. Latitude and longitude are a system of lines used to describe the location of any place on Earth. He determined the circumference of the Earth. Dr. Abdus Salam. Introduction. Dr. Abdus Salam was a Pakistani theoretical physicist. He was the first Pakistani to receive a Nobel Prize in Science and the second from an Islamic country to receive any Nobel Prize. Field of work. He worked in the field of physics. Remarkable work. He proposed grand unification theory. Grand unification theory, or GUT, is a model that tries to describe the universe. It was formed by combining three forces: electromagnetic, weak, and strong forces. These are three of the fundamental four forces of nature which are responsible for all the pushes and pulls in the universe. If gravity is also combined with these forces, then the GUT will become the proposed theory of everything. Remarkable achievement. He has been awarded with a Nobel Prize. Research work. He established International Center for Theoretical Physics at Trieste in Italy, where scientists from developing countries are provided opportunities to augment their research work. Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan. Introduction. Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan, also known as Dr. AQ Khan, is a Pakistani nuclear physicist, metallurgical engineer, and columnist who founded the uranium enrichment program for Pakistan's atomic bomb project. Field of work. He worked in the field of nuclear physics. Remarkable work. He wrote many articles on his subject as well as on social and political discipline in different newspapers. Remarkable achievement. He has been awarded Hilal-e-Imtiaz by the government of Pakistan. Research work. He developed nuclear war weapons for Pakistan, thus making it into a nuclear power. The former nuclear engineering research laboratories have been named as AQ Khan Laboratories. He offered that if the government of Pakistan gave him a chance, he could make a mechanism of electricity production on the rate compatible with that China, and then Pakistan will not only able to use it at a low cost, but will have surplus to sell. Assignment for today's class is choose the correct answer for the following questions. Answer the following questions. Who is called the father of modern optics? What is the principle of least time and who proposed this principle? Write down the contributions of YAQUB ibn ISHAQ al-Kindi. Write down the research work of Abu Rehan al-Bairuni. Discuss the contributions of Dr. Abdus Salam and Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan. That's all for this class. Thank you.